While the debut versions of the PS4 and Xbox One lagged behind what TVs were capable of back then, the PS5 and Xbox Series X have caught most TV brands on the hop. Some of the graphics features the new consoles are touting have left an alarming number of TVs and TV brands including, especially awkwardly, Sony unable to keep up, even with their 2020 ranges. In fact, only one TV brand has gone all out to wholeheartedly embrace the advances of the next gaming revolution, LG. The South Korean brand's 2019 OLED TVs were the first to introduce the latest high-bandwidth HDMI 2.1 ports needed to unlock gaming goodies such as 4K playback at up to 120 Hz, variable refresh rates up to 120 Hz, including compatibility with the Nvidia G-Sync VRR system, automatic low-latency mode switching, and 8K at up to 60 Hz, though obviously this one only applies to LG's 8K TVs. What's more, this support extended to all four of the HDMIs on 2019's OLED TVs, too, rather than just one or two. Not surprisingly, LG has kept this going with its 2020 OLED TV range, albeit with a couple of tweaks. First, the addition of support for AMD's Freesync VRR system. Second, a rather surprising reduction in the data bandwidth the 2020 HDMI 2.1 connections can carry, from the maximum 48 Gbps available on LG's 2019 models to 40 Gbps. LG's argument for crimping its 2020 HDMI data rates is that the extra 8 Gbps only really applies to 12-bit content delivery, at a time when no displays are actually running beyond 10-bit. Otherwise, the LG peerless gaming-friendly OLED TV credentials remain the same for 2020, including the fact that all four HDMIs support the 40 GB data rates. Which is pretty handy given that devoted gamers may ultimately end up wanting to simultaneously connect PCs, PS5's and Xbox Series X's to their shiny new TV. There's really only been one key element missing from LG's impressive OLED gaming TV story: a more compact screen size. Every LG OLED TV released to date has only been available in 55, 65, 77 or 88 inches, hardly ideal for bedrooms, studies, dedicated gaming rooms or spatially challenged living rooms. Such large screens don't suit gamers who like to see the entire screen in one take even if they're sat relatively close to it, as PC gamers, in particular, often are to avoid having to flit their eyes around the screen. As its name suggests, the OLED48CX is a 48-inch TV. This makes it the smallest OLED TV there's been since Sony's Bonkers, "We only made it because we could," 11-inch XEL1 from 2008. From an aesthetic perspective, the OLED48CX's smaller screen size is a mixed blessing. It's less imposing on your room and looks seriously cute from the front. The chunky bit of its rear, though, containing stuff like its connections, speakers, drivers and processors, takes up relatively more of the back panel than it does on the bigger but slimmer-looking CX models.